Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of remote customer service jobs.
Oh, very cool.
We found this awesome YouTube video called Six Remote Customer Service Jobs from the channel Superhuman's Life.
Okay.
And it's really interesting. It highlights a bunch of companies that are hiring right now.
Uh,
And it also breaks down some of the essential skills that you need to really excel in this field.
nice.
So, yeah, I think this is going to be really useful for anyone who's considering a career in remote customer service.
For sure. I think that a lot of people might not realize that you can actually have a really great career in customer service.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's this uh, stigma that it's just like a dead-end job, but there's actually a ton of opportunity there.
Yeah, especially in the remote world.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just jump right in. The first company on the list is American Express.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't really think a financial giant like that would be so remote friendly, would you?
Well, no, not really. I mean, they're known for their, like, really high standards,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So I would assume they would want everyone in the office.
Right.
But it's actually really cool that they're embracing remote work.
Yeah, and I think it's a sign of the times.
Yeah.
More and more companies are realizing that they can attract top talent from anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. And it could actually be more productive too.
Yeah.
Because when people have that flexibility to work from home, they're often happier and less stressed.
Right. Exactly.
Okay,
So it's a win-win for both the company and the employee.
exactly.
All right. So moving on to the next company, we have Williams Sonoma.
Okay.
And it's not just about their cookware. They actually have a whole family of brands like Pottery Barn, West Elm, and more.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So if you're into like home goods and that kind of stuff, this could be a really good fit for you.
And it's cool that they're offering remote positions too.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So the next one on the list is Kelly Services.
Okay.
And this is a staffing agency that specializes in placing people in various remote customer support roles.
Okay.
So if you're kind of new to remote work and you're not sure where to start, a staffing agency can be a really good resource.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they have connections with a lot of different companies that might not even be advertising the remote positions.
Right.
So they can kind of help you get your foot in the door.
That's a great tip.
Another one that caught my eye is Sykes. They offer paid training programs, which is a huge advantage, especially for those looking to gain specific skills for these roles.
Oh, yeah, that's really valuable.
Yeah, because you don't always have to have like tons of experience to get a remote customer service job.
Right.
If you're willing to learn and you're a quick study,
hmm
some companies will actually invest in your training.
Absolutely.
And Sykes is one of them. They even have programs designed to support students who are balancing work and studies.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so if you're in school and you're looking for a part-time remote job,
Yeah.
this could be a really good option.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what's next?
Oh, nice. So the next company is Working Solutions, and they focus specifically on customer care.
Okay.
And what really stood out to me is that they offer bonuses.
Oh, nice.
You can earn up to an extra $500.
Wow. Okay, so they're really trying to attract and retain talent.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good sign.
And last but not least, we have Assurion.
Okay.
This company specializes in tech support. And get this, they're offering a massive $3,000 sign-on bonus.
What? $3,000?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I know, right? So you get good with technology and you enjoy helping people troubleshoot problems. This could be a really lucrative path for you.
Yeah, I mean, that sign-on bonus alone is pretty tempting.
Right.
Okay, so we've got a really diverse range of companies here, from finance to retail to tech.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to see how many industries are embracing remote customer service rules.
It's a testament to the evolving nature of work.
Yeah, I think companies are finally realizing that remote work can be just as effective, if not more so, than traditional office work.
Absolutely. And for a lot of people, it's a game changer in terms of work-life balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we've covered the companies now. Let's dive into the skills that can really make you shine in these roles. The video highlights 3 essential skills.
Okay.
So, what are they?
Well, the first one is being solution-oriented, which means you're not just following a script.
Right.
You're actually thinking critically about the problem and trying to find the best solution for the customer.
I love that. It's like being a customer service detective.
Exactly. You're not afraid to go off script if you need to.
Right.
You're resourceful, and you're always willing to go the extra mile.
I think that's so important, especially in a remote setting where you might not have as much direct supervision.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be able to think on your feet and be proactive.
Okay, so what's the next essential skill?
The second skill is strong communication.
Okay.
And this might seem obvious, but it's more than just speaking clearly.
Right.
It's about really listening to the customer, understanding their needs, and being able to communicate with them in a way that builds trust and rapport.
Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate the power of active listening, especially in customer service.
For sure. You really need to be able to pick up on those subtle cues in the customer's voice and respond accordingly.
Right. And sometimes it's not even about what they're saying, it's about how they're saying it.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got solution-oriented thinking and strong communication. What's the third essential skill?
The third and arguably the most important skill is empathy.
Oh, yeah. Empathy's huge.
You're dealing with real people who are having real problems,
Right.
and they might be frustrated or stressed or even upset.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes and understand where they're coming from.
It's easy to get caught up in procedures and policies, but at the end of the day, it's all about human connection.
Absolutely. You need to be able to treat each customer as an individual and show them that you genuinely care about their experience.
And, the video specifically mentioned how Amazon values empathy in their customer service reps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're actually trained to de-escalate even the most heated situations by using empathy and active listening.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's interesting that you mentioned Amazon because they've really set a high bar for customer service.
Yeah, they definitely have.
And I think they understand that a positive customer experience can be a major competitive advantage.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about solving the immediate problem, it's about building a relationship with the customer that fosters loyalty and encourages repeat business.
Right.
So we've covered the company's hiring and the essential skills needed to thrive in these roles. It's all starting to come together. What else did the video cover that we should dive into?
Well, the video creator briefly mentioned that they'd previously done a deep dive specifically on Amazon customer service jobs.
Oh, that's right.
They said they wouldn't be covering Amazon in this video because they had a whole separate video dedicated to it.
Yeah, I remember that. It makes you realize just how much there is to know about customer service, even within a single company like Amazon.
It really does. It's like a whole world of opportunities within a world of opportunity.
Exactly. And it speaks volumes about the depth and complexity of these roles. There are so many specialized areas within customer service, and each one requires a unique set of skills and knowledge.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we should explore further in the next part of our deep dive.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really curious to learn more about these specialized areas of customer service.
Me too.
And I think it's important for our listeners to understand they don't have to just settle for any remote customer service job.
Right.
There are so many different niches out there that they could potentially specialize in.
Absolutely. And the more you specialize and develop expertise in a particular area, the more valuable you'll become in the marketplace.
Right. So instead of just looking for any remote customer service job, we should be thinking about what type of customer service role would best align with our passions and strengths. It's like finding your superpower within the customer service universe.
I love that.
And those core skills we discussed earlier, solution-oriented thinking, strong communication, and empathy,
Yeah.
those are transferable to any area of customer service.
Absolutely. They're the foundation of success in any customer-facing role.
This has been so insightful.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on remote customer service jobs. It's not just about answering phones and resolving issues. It's about connecting with people, solving problems creatively, and building lasting relationships.
It's about making a real difference in people's lives, even from afar. And with the right skills and mindset, it can be an incredibly rewarding career path.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've covered just about everything from the video for this first part of our deep dive.
Okay.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you, the listener, with something to ponder.
Ooh, I love that.
What thought-provoking question do you have for them today?
Okay, let me think. After seeing all these possibilities,
Yeah.
all these different companies and roles, what type of customer service role do you think would be the best fit for your personality and skills?
Oh, that's a great question. I love it. All right, well, we'll leave you with that thought.
Yeah, think about it.
And be sure to tune in for part 2 of our deep dive, where we'll explore some additional insights
We will.
and discuss what makes a truly exceptional customer service experience.
Sounds good. It's kind of crazy how much depth there is to customer service, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like we just scratched the surface with those 6 companies, but there's just so much more to explore.
Hmm.
Like, I'm thinking about those specialized areas we touched on.
Right.
Like, what if someone's out there thinking, okay, customer service sounds kind of cool,
Hmm.
but I don't really see where I fit in.
Yeah, like maybe they're not super into like traditional phone support or something.
Right, exactly.
So what other options are out there?
Well, I mean, think about all the new technology that's emerging, like chatbots and AI. There's a huge demand for people who can write chatbot scripts or train AI systems to handle customer interactions.
That's a good point.
And that's just one example.
Mm.
Customer service is constantly evolving, so there are always new opportunities popping up.
So it's not just about answering phones anymore?
No, not at all.
It's about engaging with customers across multiple channels like social media, email, even virtual reality.
Exactly.
And that opens up a whole new world of possibilities for people with diverse skills and interests.
For sure. Like, imagine someone who loves gaming.
Okay, yeah.
They could specialize in customer support for online gaming platforms, helping players troubleshoot issues, navigate virtual worlds, even moderate online forums.
Wow. That's a niche I hadn't even considered.
Right. It's pretty cool.
It just goes to show that there's a customer service role out there for just about anyone.
I think so.
But even within these specialized roles, those core skills we talked about, solution-oriented thinking, strong communication, and empathy,
Yeah.
those are still essential, right?
Oh, absolutely. Those are the foundational skills that will make you successful no matter what area of customer service you choose.
It's like having a superpower that you can apply to any customer interaction.
Exactly. Whether you're helping someone troubleshoot a tech issue, navigate a virtual world, or just find the right product for their needs.
You know, speaking of products, the video we watched didn't really delve into the different types of products or services that remote customer service reps might be handling.
That's true. We focus more on the companies and the skills.
Yeah. But it makes me wonder, how much does the product or service itself influence the customer service experience?
Oh, I think it plays a huge role.
Like, for example, providing customer service for a complex software product would require a different skill set than, say, providing support for a clothing retailer.
Absolutely. You need to have a deep understanding of the product or service you're supporting in order to effectively help customers.
So someone who's really passionate about technology and enjoys diving into technical details might thrive in a role where they're supporting a software product.
For sure.
While someone who's more people-oriented and enjoys helping others find the perfect fit might be better suited for a customer service role at a fashion brand or something.
Exactly. It's all about finding that sweet spot where your interests and skills align with the product or service.
It's like finding your tribe within the customer service universe.
I love that. It's
Yeah.
about finding your people, your passion, your purpose.
And remember, even if you start in one area of customer service, there's always room to grow and explore different niches as you gain experience.
Yeah, you don't have to feel like you're stuck in one lane.
Right. This conversation is really opening my eyes to the possibilities within remote customer service.
Me too.
It's so much more than just answering phones. It's a dynamic and evolving field with opportunities for people from all walks of life.
And as companies continue to embrace remote work models,
Yeah.
those opportunities are only going to expand,
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting time to be in this field.
for sure.
You know, the video we watched mentioned some great companies and valuable skills. But there's one thing it didn't touch on that I think is really important, especially when it comes to working remotely.
What's that?
Staying motivated and productive when you're working from home.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
It's so easy to get distracted or lose focus when you're not in a traditional office environment.
It really is. You don't have that same level of accountability and structure.
Right. So for anyone listening who's considering a remote customer service role,
Mm-hmm.
it's crucial to develop strong time management skills, create a dedicated workspace, and establish boundaries between work life and personal life.
All of those things are super important.
And it's also a good idea to find ways to stay connected with colleagues and build a sense of community even if you're not physically together.
Yeah, that social interaction can be really helpful for staying motivated and engaged.
So it's not just about the skills needed for the job itself.
Right.
It's also about the skills needed to thrive in a remote work environment.
Absolutely. It's a whole lifestyle shift that requires a different set of strategies.
But for those who are able to adapt and embrace the challenges,
Yeah.
remote work can be incredibly rewarding.
For sure. The flexibility and autonomy can be amazing.
Okay, so we've talked about the practical side of working remotely.
Mm-hmm.
But now I want to shift gears and talk about what makes a truly exceptional customer service experience.
Ooh, I like this.
We've talked about the skills and the companies,
Yeah.
but what sets the bar for greatness in this field?
I think it boils down to exceeding expectations and creating a genuine human connection.
I love that.
It's not just about solving the problem. It's about going above and beyond to make the customer feel valued, heard, and understood.
Like really going the extra mile.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference.
Oh, for sure.
Like a handwritten thank you note or a follow-up call to make sure the customer is satisfied.
Those little touches can really go a long way in building loyalty.
And you know what's interesting? The video we watched focused on the job seeker's perspective, but exceptional customer service benefits both the customer and the company.
Oh, absolutely.
Happy customers are more likely to become loyal customers, recommend the company to others, and even spend more money.
It's a win-win situation.
So it's not just about providing good customer service because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
It's also a smart business strategy.
For sure. Investing in customer service is an investment in the long-term success of the company.
Makes sense. Now, are there any companies out there that are known for going above and beyond when it comes to customer service?
Oh, yeah. There are definitely some standouts.
Like who?
Well, Zappos is one that always comes to mind.
Oh, yeah, I've heard great things about them.
They're legendary for their customer-centric culture.
What do they do that's so special?
Well, they empower their employees to make decisions that put the customer first, even if it means bending the rules a bit.
Oh, wow. So they really trust their employees to do what's right.
Exactly. And that creates a more responsive and proactive customer service environment.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it reminds me of another key ingredient of exceptional customer service: empowerment.
Yes.
When employees feel empowered to make decisions and solve problems on their own, it creates a much better experience for everyone involved.
Absolutely. When employees feel trusted and valued, they're more likely to go the extra mile for customers.
It's like giving them the tools and freedom to be customer service superheroes.
I love that analogy.
This has been such an insightful conversation.
Yeah, it really has.
I feel like I've gained a whole new appreciation for the art of customer service, especially in the remote world.
Me too. It's so much more than just following a script or resolving issues.
Right. It's about creating meaningful connections and leaving a lasting positive impression.
Yeah, as we've discovered, it's a field that's constantly evolving,
Yeah.
with new technologies and approaches emerging all the time.
So for anyone listening who's considering a career in remote customer service, or even for those who just want to improve their own customer service skills, remember this. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you make people feel.
Well said. And with the right skills, the right mindset, and a genuine desire to make a difference, you can create exceptional customer experiences that benefit both the customer and the company.
All right, so I think that about wraps up part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll be back soon with part 3, where we'll continue our exploration of exceptional customer service.
You gotta wait.
Okay, so we're back. And we've been talking a lot about like the mechanics of customer service, you know.
The skills, the companies, all
But now
that.
I want to get into something a little more intangible.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
What makes a customer service experience truly exceptional?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like what elevates it from good to great?
Well, I think it's about creating those wow moments.
Wow moments.
Yeah, you know those times when you're just blown away by the level of service you receive?
Okay, I can see that.
It's about exceeding expectations and making the customer feel like they're the only one that matters.
Like you're going above and beyond just solving the immediate problem.
Exactly. It's about building a connection, creating a positive emotional experience that the customer will remember.
So it's not just about being efficient or knowledgeable.
No, it's about being human.
Right.
It's about showing empathy, being personable, and making the customer feel valued.
And that can be tough to do, especially in a remote setting where you're not face-to-face with the customer.
Yeah, it definitely takes more effort, but it's not impossible.
So how do you create those wow moments remotely?
Well, I think it starts with really listening to the customer,
Okay, yeah.
like actively listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak.
Great.
And then it's about responding in a way that shows you understand their needs and concerns.
So it's not just about providing the right information.
No, it's about conveying it with empathy and compassion.
And maybe even a little bit of humor when appropriate.
Yeah, a little bit of humor can go a long way in diffusing a tense situation.
So it's about striking that balance between professionalism and personality.
Exactly. You want to be seen as both competent and approachable.
Now, you mentioned Zappos earlier.
Yeah, they're a great example of a company that really gets it.
So what do they do differently?
Well, they have this amazing culture that really prioritizes the customer experience.
Okay.
They empower their employees to make decisions that are in the best interest of the customer, even if it means breaking the rules sometimes.
Wow, so they really trust their employees.
They do, and it shows in the level of service they provide.
That's impressive. I think a lot of companies could learn from their example.
I agree.
You know, this whole conversation is making me realize that exceptional customer service is not just a skill.
What is it then?
It's a mindset.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's about genuinely caring about the customer and wanting to make their experience as positive as possible.
And that's something that you can't fake.
Right. It has to come from within.
And it's contagious.
Contagious.
Yeah, when you have a team of people
Mhm.
who are passionate about customer service,
Mm.
it creates this ripple effect that spreads throughout the entire organization.
Wow, that's a really cool way to think about it.
And it ultimately leads to happier customers
Mhm.
and a more successful business.
So it's a win-win for everyone.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've talked about the companies that are hiring the skills that are essential and what makes a customer service experience truly exceptional.
Yeah, we've really gone deep.
And I hope our listeners have found this deep dive helpful and inspiring.
Me too.
So if you're thinking about a career in remote customer service,
Mm-hmm.
or if you just want to up your customer service game in general,
Yeah.
remember this. Be solution-oriented, communicate, effectively empathize with your customers.
And go the extra mile to create those wow moments.
Exactly. And most importantly, always remember that it's about making people feel good.
That's the heart of it all.
All right, that's it for this episode of The Deep Dive.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you next time.